Jay Glazer reporting the Jets have informed Aaron Rodgers they are moving on from him. Jay, they flew Rodgers back to New Jersey to tell him in person. This is just Aaron Glenn making his mark, making this his organization. Big financial ramifications here, too. If you cut Rodgers now, you could eat the $49 million in 1 year. You could split it in half, almost half, over the next 2. If you hold on to him, the financial impact of 2026 with the dead money is levels that not a lot of GMs can really deal with. And quite frankly, I know the stats lie a little bit. Rodgers did not have a good season last year.
He did not have a good season. It was the passing touchdown to interception ratio was very exaggerated as to his overall impact. Watching him in that Bills game towards the end of the year, he looked quite done. Who do you think is going to be the Jets quarterback, Connor, and do you think Rodgers will find a starting job somewhere else?
I think they'll bring someone else in with Tyrod Taylor. Jordan Travis has still not, been healthy since he got hurt in college, so I wouldn't lean on that until we know any different. Maybe they draft a day 2 guy, but they owe Tyrod all his guaranteed money for backup, which is fine, so I think he'll get the chance to compete. I think they just want a reset year. I really, really do, and I think Glenn wants to kind of establish things his way. And, the Jets won 5 games last year. They beat Jacoby Brissett, Snoop Huntley, Mac Jones, Will Levis, and then, of course, the one big one Thursday Night Football against C.J. Stroud and the Texans.
Well, they didn't have any receivers.
And that's like the Jets' wins lie a lot to you, and Rodgers' stats lie to you. Matthew, it just feels like this is – we don't know if Rodgers is even going to play football next year or if there's going to be a team that wants him. So this is going to be a really interesting – he might be one of those guys that kind of sits out for a while and somebody has to get hurt for him to get onto a roster as a starter.
There's so many quarterback-needy teams. He'll find a job if he wants one. I think he will spend a summer going back and forth and dominating the news because, that's sort of the, business as usual with Aaron Rodgers. I think he plays next year, though. I do think he plays because he likes the limelight too much, and there's too many quarterback-needy teams. Somebody will take a flyer.
And no surprise, if the Jets are really moving on from Aaron Rodgers, which it looks likely, they would also move on from Davante Adams. None of his money is guaranteed, and I think Davante would want to go play for a contender anyways, we talked about earlier, potentially even with the Chiefs.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.